So I watched Fantastic Four First Steps, and some things that really stood out to me were Silver Surfer, Galactus, and Reed Richards, and also the way the movie looked as well was also pretty interesting. I'll start out with the look. The whole '90s vibe aesthetic, the retro vibes and stuff, are just really, really good. The movie feels like they put like a lot of effort into it, which is like a very, which is like a little bit of a dumb thing to say. They put a lot of effort in all their movies, no matter what you think about it. But it feels like this one, they knew, like, they're saying to us, this movie matters. We need you to lock in for this movie because we're locking in, okay? And that shows with the visuals, the effects, the acting, the camera work, the everything. And because of that, I really do think they wanted this movie to be a kind of, I have a theory that they wanted this movie to be like Iron Man or like Avengers. I feel like they wanted it to be like their next Avengers because I feel like they're just staking a lot on this movie. I don't know why. I feel like they're staking a lot. And does it deliver? Will this be like the next Avengers? Well, Thunderbolts wasn't, right? So this is like a way better contender, I think. I think a lot of people are gonna like this movie. I don't think there's anything there's nothing straight up terrible about this movie, really. There's nothing I'm gonna like, oh shit, man, I'm about to turn this shit off right now. I can't turn it off in the theater, but I mean, yeah. So, but yeah, let's moving on to characters. Like they're very solid. Okay, they're written fine. They're written well. I wish some had more to do. Like, it feels like Sue didn't really have too much to do in this movie, which is very odd. She has like this one notable speech that felt like a little corny, just a little bit, but like that's kind of it. The standouts really are Johnny and Reed for me. Reed is like a pretty interesting character in this. Kind of going through this whole debacle with their pregnancy and stuff. I'm like, it's not really him learning to become a father necessarily, but it seems like they're trying to make it seem that they're poking at his psychology. You know, he's like a very analytical kind of guy. He doesn't believe, he fakes it. You know, that's who Reed Richards is, and that kind of comes into play in this movie. You know, he has solutions to problems. You know. And I like I like Sue's and Reed's conversation. They have like a little argument in kind of near the first part of the movie, and that's pretty good. I want to say the entire first part of this movie is just, it's good. It's fantastic. It's like it's really good. The first part of this movie is like very solid, and like the build up is very, very good. My problems kind of come in with like towards the end of the second act to that final third act. And I'm going to explain why right now. Silver Surfer is a particularly good, she's a good villain in this, and her arc at the end is also pretty engaging for me. I always kind of like, I've always liked Silver Surfer. I always felt like she or he needs like a lot more attention. I'm glad we have like a good adapted Silver Surfer in this. She has a very good arc with Johnny of all people, which I thought was pretty good. And I also like Galactus a lot in this movie. I think Galactus was done pretty well. I really like his voice, his design, and his just aura is just so fucking good. He really does feel like a kind of cosmic horror threat to the Fantastic Four and just the whole world. He really does feel like the world war, and because of that, it's like because of that, his intro is just so fucking impactful. You know, that's the one thing I really remember is his intro. You know, that's really the most memorable parts of the movie is when Silver Surfer first appeared and Galactus's intro. Those are the most memorable parts of the movie for me, and something I also kind of like is I like how the Fantastic Four are so hardly established in this movie. I wonder if you can hear it, but my cat is like destroying a bunch of shit in the background. You can't hear it, you can't see it, but you can feel it. We have a world ender of our own here. But yeah, I got so off track. What I really like is how well established the Fantastic Four is. It kind of feels like Superman, where the world has been going on for like a very good minute, and you can feel that. You can feel that heavily in this movie. And I really like that they've gone against classic villains like the Mole Man and that one creature from the old Fantastic Four comics. And yeah, that's just like that's also just like a really solid part of the movie. There's not too much to say about this movie, and that may be a problem. I feel like there's a lot of things they kind of wanted to do in this movie that they couldn't properly finish. For instance, there's a subplot with Thing and this girl that he found, and I think that gets called back to like twice, and I kind of wish it didn't. Like, there's a lot of stuff like the Silver Surfer arc that I just mentioned. It's good, but I also kind of wish there was a little bit more to it as well, you know. I also kind of wish that there was a little bit more Galactus on the screen, you know, and I wish there was just more done with Galactus. Like, I glazed him up in that intro the first time, but past the intro, I will say Galactus kind of falls off for me just a tad, you know. His powers are not shown too well. Like, we still have not seen a very cool adaptation of the Power Cosmic yet, and that really bothers me. Like, Silver Surfer can do some crazy shit, but she's not really doing that crazy shit. Like, she's beautiful, okay? She's done really well here. The powers that they show are really good, but there's not enough like cosmic abilities being shown here, and I think that's the problem with her and Galactus. The most power I see from Galactus is him using like some little gravity powers, and that's kind of it. Some gravity manipulation, and that's kind of it. And that's like my problem. Like, I want to see crazier powers from these crazier foes, you know what I'm saying? Like, Sentry and Void were perfect because they had cool powers. They had cool powers and intimidating powers, mind you. And that's what I'm saying. I feel like Galactus also gets beaten very easily in this movie. Like, I not very easily. No, I didn't mean to say it. Not very easily. He doesn't get beaten very easily. What happens is he gets beaten in like a very kind of maybe rushed kind of way. Like, it feels like the writers didn't know how to completely end his story. So when they did, it kind of felt unnatural. It's really hard for me to explain this without spoiling, but yeah, I really felt like that. I really felt like that was a little bit weird. I feel like this movie really could have benefited for like a couple of extra minutes to it, like an extra 20 or 30 minutes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. There's not really too crazy to say about this movie. I would say if I was putting it on the Goy meter, I would be like 40 or not 40, not fucking 40. No, that's way too low. I would say a 70 or a 75. I would watch this movie again, maybe, but yeah, I don't know. It's good. It's a good movie, but it just needed to be like a little bit longer. There's like stuff missing that I feel like needs, because again, I feel like this movie really tried to be something special, and it kind of is. This movie has engaged me far more than any other MCU thing that's come out this year and the last year, honestly. But the problem kind of lies in, I feel like they didn't do enough for this movie, you know? Which is crazy because I just said they put a lot of work into this movie as well. But I feel like movie boring the fuck out of me, man. No. But I feel like they needed to do more for this movie. And I'm talking about it, and it's kind of, you saw a yawn right there. I'm getting hit with the Sandman's like fart gas. Because I'm just like, I'm really trying to, I'm like live here trying to figure out what particularly they could do more to make this movie just like more good. Another thing I want to mention, I think it was a really good idea to make this in a separate universe. I actually really like that idea a lot. They should probably do that with more, I think they should do that with more movies going forward. I did see a post-credit scene. I didn't really watch the end of it, you know. I'm just so sick of waiting for post-credit scenes. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't feel like waiting for them anymore. I was just looking them up, but I'm sure this is going to play some part in the main continuity somewhere, and I'm really curious on if Marvel was going to even act on that or not. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. There's nothing too particularly interesting to say about this. So you know, when you have the chance, you know, shoot yourself. I think you need to jump off a bridge or something. I don't know, nigga. You need to be sent to like the same facility they put the Booty Warrior in, nigga. You know, if you don't know about the Booty Warrior, basically